So, Colin, in your eyes, what would set Azora apart from other lenders?
So, Mitch, I've got a few bullet points on this one, mate.
Yeah.
All right. So, top to bottom, I'll read them out to you.
Yeah.
All right. So, one director guarantee, okay?
Yep.
So, one director guarantee, super important for brokers. And I'm just going to elaborate on this for people listening. So, basically, look, business is complicated. People are exposed to a lot of things. Life happens all the time, right?
Yep.
There might be two directors in the business, the husband and the wife. Maybe they separate, or there could be some issue. A guy could get a truck repaired, and then 5 minutes later down the road, the truck blows up. He gets into a blue with the repair shop. They put a default judgment on his file, and then it's all just too hard. The guy can't get money, and your client that's been great and with you for the last 2-3 years, you've done 5 or 6 loans for, is all of a sudden declined.
Yeah.
But they're not declined at Azora because you take one director guarantee.
Yeah.
So in those situations where something hasn't been rectified, you guys are really flexible and can deliver a result for a client that needs something today.
Yep.
Next, you guys have no deposit for renters. You guys are pretty good at no deposit for renters.
Yep.
Look, there are some other lenders that do it too, but I think you guys kind of almost do it the best. So you have your policy in place for no deposit.
Yep.
And people might ask, why is this important? All right. So yes, it will expose Azora to doing 100% lend for renters, but to a lot of people, especially in the environment at the moment, cash is king. And people need cash flow.
Yep.
And if you want to buy a 100K truck, and you've got to take $20,000 of your $24,000 and spend it on a truck, you're going to be flying pretty close to the wire with your last $4,000 trying to make ends meet.
Absolutely. We're big on helping people keep working capital in their business as well. We think it adds a lot of value to people that are obviously renters are not having to ask for the deposit. If we feel the business is strong in other areas, that's good feedback.
So another thing you guys do really well is no age caps on trailers.
Yep.
So obviously, I've been doing, asset finance and transport for, 10 plus years now. A lot of guys prefer the older trailers because the quality of the steel that they're built with is actually better than the modern steel.
Yeah.
It's not, the compound isn't as pure as it used to be back in the day. A lot of it's diluted. So even though, these trailers are old, a lot of these older trailers are actually doing a fantastic job and will tow loads, and obviously they need to get the brakes and some other bits and pieces rebuilt on them, but like a rebuilt trailer from the 90s or early 2000s is just it's top notch, and to some guys that's the type of gear they want.
And I think that goes back to, again, what we talked about at the start when we asked for feedback, and you used to provide it back in the day, well, you still do. We identified that niche, and as you said, the assets still perform at the end of term where we want to play. So we identified that niche and adapted based off broker feedback. So glad you see that resonates with your market.
Unreal. So and that's what doing business is all about, right?
Yeah, 100%.